I said, I'm Satyam Khandelwal. I'm your trainer and speaker for today. And I'm really excited to welcome you all for this amazing session on how to get good internships. Internships are actually your staircase to an amazing career launch. अगर आप ग्रेजुएशन परस्यू कर रहे हैं या अगर आप ऑलरेडी एक ग्रेजुएट हैं या आप अपनी ग्रेजुएशन अभी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, then the crux of your career launch, the core of your career launch lies in what kind of internships you do, what category of internships you do. I'm an alumni of Symbiosis Pune, from where I did my BBA, and then IMT Ghaziabad, from where I did my MBA. I got my first corporate job at the age of 22 years as a management trainee in a reputed FMCG company. I was placed in Delhi. I rose through a designation from management trainee to head of the division within a span of 6 years. I've trained over 5,000 students in institutes like IITs, IIMs, Delhi University, Symbiosis, especially on skills for a fast-paced corporate career. The skills required to grow really fast in the corporate career is what I train students on. I'm a nominated mentor of Change by Niti Aayog under Atal Innovation Mission as well. This is what sets the base, sets the background for the session that we are about to have today. Okay. There are a few things that you really need to unlearn before learning the right things, because you can only learn the right things, the adequate things, once you unlearn the wrong things. So the myths that you need to unlearn. Myth number 1. It is your college responsibility to give you internships. No. If anybody here is sitting with a mindset that it is his or her college's responsibility or university's responsibility or anybody else's responsibility to get you internships, then you are in the wrong mindset. Then you will never learn, then you will never make efforts, then you will never understand the right things that are required, the important things that are required to get good internships. Because the more you put other people responsible for what happens to you, the less you learn, the less you grow. Okay, so if you think like this, please unlearn it. Number 2, you start your learning with internship, or you start your learning or upskilling with internship. So what does this mean? A lot of students that I talk to would say that we are in the first year and we want to do internships, right? Where do you want to do internship? I don't know. Which field do you want to do internship in? Sir, I don't know. Do you have anything that will help the person or the employer or the organization or the startup if they take you as an intern? Sir, I don't know. So if you are so blank and you just are looking for internship and you think you will get one, because again, it's the organization's responsibility to give you internship, you're wrong. I'll make it simpler for you. Before you start looking for internship, you must develop one skill at least. One skill, which you can at least say. Which you can at least say that you have in your resume before you start looking for internship. That one simple skill could be anything. It could be MS Excel. It could be running FB ads. It could be graphic designing, like simple Photoshop. Anything that is the area of your interest, develop one skill which gives you confidence. Okay. Number 2, explore 3 career domains. I'm saying this at least. So when people enroll for undergraduation, like programs like BTech or BBA or BSc or BCom, and when they go for internship, don't be completely blank. At least look for different domains on Google, on YouTube, जहाँ पे internships मिल सकती हैं आप. For example, if you are in, let's say, BTech, We take computer science. In which area do you want to do internship? Anything related to computers, anything related to softwares, not the right approach. At least Google it, at least search on YouTube what kind of internships are given to computer science students. You would understand there are internships related to coding, software development, there could be internships related to DevOps, IoT, AI, cybersecurity, anything. Now, once you start reading about this, and same goes for commerce students as well, whether you go for BCom or BBA, marketing में चाहिए, finance में चाहिए, HR में चाहिए. If you are in marketing, then digital marketing, SEO, campaign management, what exactly? Unless you explore, start exploring domains, unless you start Googling and YouTube, using the Google and YouTube to your advantage, you won't be able to get right internships. So at least three, okay? Finalize three domains, and then you start looking for internships in those particular domains. Because let's say if I am going to hire interns, then if somebody comes to me and I have multiple positions open, okay, let's assume this, and somebody comes to me as an intern and he says that I can do anything, I'm really hardworking, I can just you tell me, you give me some work, I'll learn it and I'll do it. I'll be really confused. I'll not be that confident over that candidate. Now, if somebody comes in and say, I know how to run FB ads, I can do that for you. I'm very skilled in graphic design. I'm a great player in Photoshop. Then I at least know that he has one skill. Even if I have some other work, I'll be confident that he can learn another skill as well because he has already learned one skill. So anything related to that, he can learn or she can learn. So when you are clear with the domain you want to go to, when you are clear that you want to go to finance, in finance you want to go to capital markets, you want to go to corporate finance or financial modeling, anything. Same goes for any other career field. If you have 2 to 3 domains area of your interest clear in your mind, then you are sorted, right? So it's not like you start your learning or upskilling with internship. There is a pre-upskilling, there is a pre-learning, pre-exploring that is required. The third myth about internship is you can get internship or you should intern only in one domain. Domain is area of interest. Internships are not supposed to be restricted, as in you should not just target one internship because your college or university asks you to do so. You should try doing multiple internships and also try exploring multiple domains. When I say multiple domains, I don't mean कि आपने एक marketing में कर लिया, एक HR में कर लिया. But if your area of interest is marketing, try campaign management, try brand promotions, try running FB ads, try social media management, try in different domains. That will make sure that you are well positioned and well clear in your mind when you go for final placements for your career. So you can try in multiple domains. It's okay. It's not like it's only in one domain that you have to be internship, only one internship. Try multiple internships and try in multiple domains. And which brings me to the fourth myth, which is internship is only for final year. No, this is a myth. Because your college and university rules require you to do internships in the final year, it doesn't mean you only do internships in the final year. You can start looking for internships right from day one of your college. If you think you need to acquire a particular skill or research a little bit, invest the first 1 or 2 months of your college life in exploring and upskilling. Right from the third month, you start looking for internship. Because till the time your final internship comes in, the time of your final internship comes in, you should be really clear on which career domain you want to intern in, on which area you want to intern in, because that would be a longer duration internships, maybe 2, 3, 4 months or 5 months. And once you are clear on which domain you want to do internship in, then those 5 months or those 4 months will be much more productive. So internship is not only for the final year. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you should intern every year. If more, better. So if it's a 3-year graduation course, at least 3 internships. It's a 4 years graduation course, at least 4 internships. And I think the last myth everybody would be aware of, that internship can only be done in the same location as college. I think COVID has already broken this myth. You can get internships as a remote work anytime, anywhere. There are part-time internships which you can do while you are studying in your college, while your classes are going on. So no restrictions around that. No restrictions at all. Okay. Number 1. Not your hard work, not your dedication, not your commitment, but your skill sets speak. What speaks? Your skill sets. What kind of skills do you have? And here we are not talking about leadership, teamwork, this, that. We're talking about very specific hard skills. So the moment you start thinking about internships, start acquiring skills. And I don't think it even takes money. Just go to YouTube, just go to Google, start doing free upskilling courses, not for certifications and repeating, for actually developing skills. You can develop skills as simple as presentation skills, how to make PowerPoint presentations. Oh my God, amazing demand in the market for interns who know how to make good PowerPoint presentations and know how to present, right? Presentation skills. Then you have Excel. MS Excel is again something that you can, learn. Again, amazing demand for people who know how to use basic Excel, right? And this is across domains. कोई भी graduation आप कर रहे हो, technology, management, commerce, science, everywhere this is required. So, if you have a flair of graphic design, social media, running ads, video editing, oh my God, everybody requires interns around these things, around these areas. Doesn't matter where you are, what you do. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, you can acquire different skills as well. थोड़ी advanced skills भी आप acquire कर सकते हो. For example, you can learn how to code. You can learn a language like Python. You can actually learn how to analyze data. All these are available on YouTube and free source, like open source learnings. Develop those skills, and then you won't be blank while making a resume. Then you won't be blank while making a resume, right? Which again brings me to the third point, which is resume. So first, understanding that your skill sets will take you to good internships, not your commitment or dedication or hard work or whatever you say. Your skill sets. So first, focus on skill sets. क्या skills है जिसको pitch करके you can get good internships? What are the skill sets that you have? Okay. Resume के पहले there is one more thing. Domain clarity. First, आपके पास क्या skill sets हैं? Second, what are the areas you want internship in? If the area is marketing, you would of course pitch your presentation skills or FB ads. If the area is digital marketing or digital management, social media. If the area is graphic designing, then Photoshop, right? If the area is data analytics, then Excel. If the area is development, then coding, Python. So what do you pitch will depend on what domain you want to intern. So you have to be very clear on the domain. And again, I'm saying, जो myth में भी हमने discuss किया था, not just one, not necessarily one, can be multiple domains. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि आप at the start of your career, at the start when you're a graduate, you will get exactly that work which is of your interest. You may start getting work in and around your area of interest. That is why it is very important to be open. I have seen a lot of people who were interested in, let's say, domain A, but they got internship in domain B, which was somewhere around A, but not exactly A. And they enrolled for that internship, they worked really well, and they requested their managers to also give them projects in domain A. And their managers were very, very happy to give them projects in A. For example, a lot of students who were good in graphic designing got internships and they were asked to make presentations, PPTs. They were making PPTs, they did good, they worked, they tried hard, and then they requested their managers to also let them help make creatives for the social media page, help them edit some videos for their social media channels. The managers were very happy, they will be happy. Because once you get an entry into an organization, then it's all about your soft skills, how you talk, how well you work there, how well you gel there. You can shift domains, and that is why it's not good to just restrict yourself to one domain. Be open to multiple domains. Okay. Now, once you have these two things sorted, the skill sets that you have and the domain that you want to intern in, then you start showcasing these on your resume. And please, we already have a course around resume building on our academy, Buddy for Study Academy. But we'll also conduct sessions on resume building in the future. We have corporate experts who will be coming and telling you how to build a resume. But I'll give you the basics. Don't open a Word file. Don't start editing and typing. Remember three tools here. One is Google Docs. One is Canva. And third, of course, is a bigger tool, which we'll come to later, which is LinkedIn. Google Docs. You go to Google Docs, you already set a template. When you go to Google Docs, you search for resume, you will have resume templates. If time permits, I'll take you through the Google Docs. Pick a template, pick a simple template and start editing. You are saved from all the formatting and everything. Simple resume templates, you can pick one and start working. Focus on your skill sets, focus on domain clarity. Right? When you write your professional objective, you mention your domains. When you write about the skill sets, you mention your skill sets. The second place where you can start is Canva for creative resume, to use good colors, creative design, look and feel. You go to Canva and you type resume templates, search for it, you will get multiple resume templates. You can pick anyone and, start making your resume. LinkedIn, if you people understand LinkedIn, if you've made a good profile on LinkedIn, then LinkedIn gives you an automatic resume builder. Just click on it and then your resume you get a downloadable PDF. Nobody, I repeat, nobody should actually start building a resume on a Word file today. You have set resume templates, use them. This is the third critical requirement of getting good internships. Okay. Fourth, being on the right portal. Actively. What are the right portals where you should be if you want to get good internships? There are portals like Internshala, Let's Intern 2019, which are internship aggregators. That means if you make your profile there, if you mention your skill sets and you mention your domain interest areas, you will start receiving information of the internships that are available in that particular domain or which require skill sets from among the list that you have uploaded. Okay. These are the portals which you just need to create your profile there and you just be, you just check the information that is coming from them and then keep applying and keep interviewing. Then you have portals like LinkedIn, where you need to build a profile mention your skill sets and also be active. LinkedIn का एडवांटेज ये है दैट इंटर्न चला लेट्स इंटर्न और 2019 इन सब में तो आपको एक्चुअली you won't get an opportunity to directly pitch yourself to people who you want to intern with, to the companies whom you want to intern with. But in LinkedIn, you can directly search for companies, look for the HR people who are there on LinkedIn from those companies, and directly send them connect request. This is a high risk, high return game. You do this only when your profile is really optimized, information there, and you're also creating content. You're also typing about what you learned today, or what do you think this field will look like in 10 years from now, or what how do you think digital marketing will affect the uh, conventional marketing. These things, if you keep creating content and then you send ad requests to the people, your target companies, your target HRs, they will see your profile and then they can directly offer you work. You can directly request them. That is the good thing about LinkedIn, but it requires a lot of time, investment time. ऐसा नहीं है कि लोग नहीं कर रहे हैं. I know people who are from first year, second year, who have built such great profiles on LinkedIn that they are not only getting great internships but also freelancing opportunity. They have started becoming freelancers now because they get so many projects from LinkedIn. This is what LinkedIn can do for you. Then, of course, there are portals like virtual internships who are really dedicated to giving you this also a skill assure who will directly give you the kind of internship that you want. For example, virtual internship gives you remote internships from international companies, but they will charge you. They will charge you an amount, a specific amount, and they'll give you a 3-month, 4-month internship in your domain in a very good company, international company. This is a direct way of getting great internships, right? These are the 4 critical requirements that you should and you must have before you start looking for internships. 1, skill sets. Not your commitment, not your hard work, your skill sets will speak. Domain clarity. Where do you want to go in life? What kind of areas of interest you have? Which area do you want to intern is domain clarity. Resume building. You need to build your resume effectively because everybody every time will ask for a resume. Being on the right portals, you should know where good internships are given. You should be on the right portals and you should be active on those right portals. Right? Apart from this, there are also portals like Fiverr and Upwork, which do not give direct internships, but they are portals for freelance work. If you are very clear on the skill sets that you have and you want some work part-time, full-time while you are in your college, these portals give you opportunity to connect with people who are willing to outsource their projects to freelancers. Again, all these skill sets, same thing, but not as interns, but as freelancers. Where you're not interning, you're taking the project, you're delivering it, and that's it. You take your money, you charge your money, right? That is something you have. What should be the right mindset if you want to start doing internships or start looking for internships, right? The first mindset that you should have is internship is about learning and not. I'll always agree that there are companies who are giving internships with stipends. There are companies who are giving internships with lesser stipend. There are companies who are giving no stipends. They are giving their interns some goodies or some vouchers, but not stipends. Doesn't matter actually. Number 2, if you want to, so let me write it this way: develop skill sets, intern with a startup to develop Process understanding, intern with a. So both these categories, whether startups or corporates, have their own advantages. But personally, I believe, it's always beneficial to intern with a startup. Because in a startup, since there are less processes, there are less people, you get to work on multiple things. You might be hired to do project A, but since project B, C, D are also running, and if you want to invest more time and efforts, you can request your manager, and there is a high chance that they will let you work in project B, C, D as well. But when you work for a company, for a corporate, your role is set. Even before you join, your role, your manager, your department will be set. It will be highly unlikely that you will be allowed to move here and there. Yes, what happens in a corporate, you understand the processes really well. You understand the systems really well. But I feel when you are young, when you are pursuing your graduation, or when you just graduate, systems and processes are not something that you should learn. You should learn to work more. You should learn skill sets. You should learn networking, which happens more in startups. In fact, when you intern with startups, when you work with a startup, even the corporates now are looking to pick you, looking to hire you. They are more prone to hire you if you've interned with a startup. That is something you should keep in mind. That is the mindset when you start your internship. Third thing, when you're working internship is you are there to understand and get experience. You are there to do networking. You are there to build your profile. The objective for any internship, even when you are interviewing, right? If they ask you, what are you looking? Why do you want to intern with us? Of course, you want to get experience in that specific domain. You want to understand how real work happens. You're also there to network with good professionals. You're also there to network with the right people. And third, you need to work on good projects so that your profile is built. When I say profile, whatever you do in the internship, that is how your resume gets enriched. That is what you can, put on your resume before you go for final placements. This is about being in the right mindset when you approach any company for internship. So step by step, if I have to take you through it again, what are the tactics? Number one, develop skill sets. Fix the list of domains. Be on the relevant portals actively. Apply for internship with the right mindset. Kickstart your career with creativity. This is in a nutshell what we learned today.